Good morning, everybody. What is going on? Chappies, long and short, Tarab, Burn It, Munners, Chayton, Aaron, Gustavo, T-Lev, Andrew, IZ, Janelle, Luis, Jingles, Carl, Alex, Crypto Hustle, Andy Carlson, Matt Flint, Grey Wonder, Tekken, Rex Cox, Stack, and MD Luffy over on Twitch. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing this morning? Said the intro is gangster. It took me a bit to make it, but it wasn't, it really wasn't that difficult. But thank you for sure. I appreciate that. Trying to get some trades going on the Big Blaze, Chirp, Ed, Nikki Davidson, JD, Tomas. Good morning, what's up? Prepare your ears.
Clank, clickety, clank, the money goes into my piggy bank.
Eric Smith, Boots. Elbow. Got the video on today, yeah. I figured, why not? Got everything kind of set up. Figured out how to make myself like holographic so I'm not really getting in the way of the chart. So I figured, fuck it. How's everybody doing this morning? Looks like we're on Go Charts this morning. We were messing around with it last night, and I kind of like it. So try it out again today, and we'll just see how it goes. But how's everyone's trading going? Let's see some ones in the chat if you made some good trades. Doinked, nice. See, Fred, you may have to turn off VWAP Anchor. Yeah, Z, I saw that you made like a 80% or something like that. Good shit, bro. That's a nice trade. These fucking red lines, so priceless here. Crypto hustle at that 0.5 chirp. Let's see here. I have it anchored. I was looking at it this morning. Supposed to reset. Session open. Oh, it's anchored. I see. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Where's my epic pin at? Here we go. Now we're catching a nice little sell. Sorry guys, I'm watching the ES at the same time, so careful for your ears here pretty soon.
Clank, clickety, clank, the money goes into my piggy bank.
Alright, now I'm giving the warning. Shep, you're holding out till after the boot camp. That's probably a smart idea, honestly. Like I said, most people should be trading on the sim anyways. Same here, Luis, waiting to figure out the TPO first. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Can you please share your latest template on Go charting? Yes, I can. It's I put it in the Discord underneath of what's it called, the trading channel, the Go charting channel. Jumbo, what's up? Crypto Chemist, what's up? Yeah, that's good. You know, actually, I think that's great. And, you know, that's going to lead today. Our boot camp class is actually on psychology, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be talking about, um, we're going to be talking about, I'm turning into a Canadian, bro. What's going on? We're going to be talking about how basically to get your psychology right, that way you are, you know, ready to trade, ready to actually make some good trades, and you're not just forcing trades, not just making a trade because you think you made a trade. And today's kind of a perfect example, right? Let's zoom out a little bit, get rid of this chart for a second. You know, today's kind of the perfect example. You wake up and you look at your chart and you're like, oh shit, I missed out, right? That's kind of everyone's immediate reaction, is that they missed out. And you know, that's you know, what I want you guys to kind of get away from is that it's not that you missed out, right? You know, there's always going to be more opportunity in the market. You know, so you don't want to look at it as you missed out, because that's when you're going to start hitting that FOMO button, right? You're going to be here and you're like, oh, I just need to short here because this is it's just going to go down, right? We ended up breaking all of our levels from last night, which was kind of cool. So the original short that I posted hit here. We hit this profit target 1, which was this 32.86, but then we got this violent bounce, right? And it almost hit my profit target to the upside. It was 33.5, so it almost hit it to the tick, but just fell a little bit short for that profit target 1, and then came back down into the range. And then when it broke that range again, it spilt. But this kind of looks like a, you know, classic, your old classic Bitcoin, right? Doing its you know, bipolar things. All right, cover your ears. So close. But it's, you know, kind of doing like its little bipolarness, where it's, you know, it had like this little shot to the downside and then immediately shot back up, and then immediately
Clank, clickety, clank, the money goes into my piggy bank,
and then decided to come back down, right? And then kind of crept up, got rejected on the VWAP, and now is coming back down into our structure. If the ES touches 90, guys, I'm gonna be done for the day. Strong market doesn't break its open. We just broke the open on the ES. Send it down, boys. Can you lower the music? Janelle, I've tried to lower the music. I could just turn it off when it's about to happen. Like, it's about to happen, like right now, almost. Maybe in like 2 more ticks. I can just kind of mute it. Let's see. 50B yelling at us, yeah. It's just reminding you, that's that affirmation, like, yo, good job. All right, close your ears. It's so close. I'll just try to mute it like before it goes down, because it's weird that it shares the desktop audio, so it shares all of the audio I'm getting.
Clank, clickety, clank, the money goes into my piggy bank.
You know, sometimes it even scares me when I'm not paying attention. Like the other day we were streaming and all of a sudden it went off and I was like, oh shit, wasn't ready for it. I'll try to figure out how to, I'll mess with it today in between today's stream and the boot camp, because I think I'll stream tonight as well. Andy's, good afternoon. Right? You probably just woke up from getting fucked up, huh? No, 50 Cent. Oh, not the 50 Cent, was the opening music was too loud? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd have to, I don't know how to adjust that. I'll have to, I can look into that though. For sure. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, so there it is. That's That ends the day well. For the trading, at least. But yeah, back to what we were talking about is when you're searching for these entries. You said you got stopped out. Someone said they got stopped out on the long. Where was that at? My ears, man. Just kidding. I have a chopper all the way. Yeah, my hearing is just not great. Progressive Martian, you got stopped out on the long. Where did you go long? From right here. Yeah, Luis, I streamed last night. Yeah. Is it not on? Is it not showing up on YouTube? That 50 cent is loud as fuck. Yeah, it is loud. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so let's see. It was it definitely was like a bit more aggressive, right? And it looked like it was gonna go. Yeah, the entry was 33375. Looks like we're kind of selling down now. So it was about here. Yeah, and then the first target was that 500 level, and it fell just, you know, pennies short of that. So 32.4 is when you got in. Okay, yes, you got in like right here. The YouTube didn't notify you. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube. Them 15's in the trunk. I can't hear shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way, Big Blaze. Yeah, I posted the link in the Discord. I'm not sure about the YouTube. I have to mess with it again today. I've been hearing that people are saying that it's not really saving our videos for something like that. So but yes. So yeah, so for this one, it was progressive, right? Yeah, you had a real tight stop, 34.3. Oh, that's good then. Yeah. Well, that's good. So you actually covered. Oh, okay, so it just barely back ticked you out. Did it go up and then come back down? Because it was I mean, it was pretty violent. I was watching it because it happened, you know, a couple of minutes after I got off stream, about 30 minutes after I got off stream last night. Are you gonna put the N-word in the Turing? What do you mean? But when are you gonna put the N-word in the Turing? Oh, does it the N in the word Turing? Oh, okay, I see. Is it still? I thought it got fixed. I'll have to mess with it. I'll fix it. You know, maybe I'll just leave it. It just shows that that I'm human. Up and then back down. Okay, so for that, when you have like if you had your profit target set at that first 500, what I recommend is in that situation when it's popping up like that and then all of a sudden you see it just kind of stop, right? That's that spot to bail, right? Just try to move your stop loss up. If you're on Bybit, you know, just slide it up as fast as you can and then, you know, let it take you out. If you have like that pre-limit for your stop. And this is kind of a play for those of you guys that were on stream last night. What we were looking for a short, right? Because we're talking about this downside short, and we were understanding how dangerous it was, and it ended up being, you know, fairly dangerous because it just popped down and popped back up. Yeah, Demas, authenticity. That's how you know that I made it. I read the N-word also. Yeah, see, I'm telling you guys, when it comes to like spelling and that kind of stuff, like I'm not the best, right? But I have a really good memory and I'm really good at math, so there's like You know, I was like 50-50 in school. You know, 50% of my grades were really good and 50% of my grades were struggling. John Brennan, what's up? Sorry, guys. GS. You read the N-word. I was like, damn, did I put the N-word in there? I was like, I listen to a lot of 50 Cent, but damn. But yeah, so what we were looking for was, and this is what Chappies and I were talking about yesterday, was it for it to come back test this structure, right? To come see, you know, we have this structure up here, to come back test that structure, and I guess it just, you know, came a little bit lower to this structure, kind of back tested it. If we get our magic line drawer out, see like the bottom of the structure is like right there. So basically it just didn't really climb up, and I was kind of looking for it to try to fill these singles. You're that Billy Madison kid. And then that's where I wanted to take a short from. That was going to be our perfect entry for the short, right? Basically what happened is we had this big stop release, right? And then people just started buying it up. A bunch of FOMO came in. The market maker said, sure. And there was just a big seller just lurking up here, right? And he front ran the previous structure over here. And, you know, just smacked it back down. Because all these people that were getting long right here got stopped right here. And that's what caused this down right here. And then they bought it back up, got stopped again. Then the position got taken over when London came on. And, you know, now we're kind of just back into the zone. Young Cryptic, what's up? Andy Carlson, you're the same way? Yeah. It's alright. You're good at math, you don't need to know English, unless you're going to be a teacher. And I can write, like, really good papers and stuff. It's just I need, you know, I need autocorrect. And that program that I made that little video on didn't have autocorrect, so that's why it's spelled wrong. But I'll try to fix it. It is, you know, got to look a little bit more professional. You know whose fault it really is James, 3 a.m. You know, that's whose fault it really is, because he's supposed to be the proofreading. He is a master's degree, so anyone, I blame him. Grab a coffee and bang the like. I like it. I got my bang right here. Little Star Blast action. All right, pretty much the only one that I drink. It's the best one. I need to try that new one that Crypto Chemist was talking about. Hey Red, what's up? That was one of those plays you were talking about this morning. I'd blaze them too. You're talking about like the corner kick play that I was talking about? Yo, Luis, yeah, definitely, bro. Hashtag blame 3 a.m., bro. Tag that shit on Instagram. He's a little sleepy panda right now, but you know, he can definitely wake up to that. That'd be funny. Swirl it up. Let me see. I gotta check something real quick, guys. Google accounts. Sorry, guys. 1 second. It's like some shit going on this morning. There we go. All right. Magic. Oh, the Radical Skedaddle one. That one's good, Dan. That one is good. Can you recommend a site or program to sim trade the ES and oil? You can sim trade them on TradingView, I'm pretty sure. If we look for the ES futures, so when you go to it, type in ES, right? And then you want to click this first one and then click the current contract in the front, because it's going to show you all the contracts. Get rid of the HMA unless you're trading oil. Oh, it looks like we're about to... This thing's lagging though. Yeah, because this already happened. Yeah, because price is at... Oh no, I'm looking at oil, hang on. Yeah, price is at 42.94.50, and this thing's saying 42.86. So this is lagging, but I mean, if you're just going to sim trade it, it's, you know, still going to be good practice. And then you just go to your trading panel. You can connect an AMP futures account. So if you open up an AMP futures account, or you can do paper trading too. What I would recommend though is if you go to the AMP website and you download the an AMP account, or make an AMP account, right? I think you have to fund it with like $500, and then you can get Quant Tower for free. So you know, that's what I would do. And then you can download Quant Tower and use that. You're on old-fashioned coffee beans, long and short. You're just eating them. You asked them a dozen times about Nasdaq and S&P is down. Is the end? I don't know. I mean, it's rebounding. It's rebounding pretty nice. We're basically we're back above the open on the ES. I can move this over for you guys. Can you guys see it? Yeah. And chart trader it in. So this is the ES futures, right? And this is kind of, you know, this is our TPO. You can see that we've moved down quite a bit from last night. We had this big spill overnight, right? We're putting in, you know, a decent amount of I put in a decent amount of volume down here, and now we're putting in a bunch of volume up top. So if I zoom it in, right, this is today's session right here where the A period is at. We're in that first half hour, and you can see kind of where we're putting in all the volume, which happens to be, you know, around here, but we're trading below it. And then this is the open right here. So the short that I took this morning was off the top of these high volume, right? As soon as we got above here, hit my short button, came down, and my last take profit was down here at 90, right? We went a lot lower than 90, but you know, these are $50 a point, so I'm not a greedy person. I'm just trying to get, you know, my 10 points a day. As long as I can get to my 10 points a day, then, you know, that's all I need to do to be good. Even if I don't, right, I don't try to force it. But AMP futures, chappies, yep, yeah. If you are not just doing crypto, yeah, exactly, yeah, Eric's right. Like if you're just gonna do crypto, there's no point to it. But if you're gonna do futures, oh, it's a 30-day AMP. Okay, nice. Explain the site. I suppose this is Go Charts. Oh yeah, Andy, this is Go Charts. I forgot you were you've been on a drinking expedition because England made the finals. Congrats by that, or congrats about that on the way, or by the way, you know, that's awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait to watch the finals. You know, it's gonna be a split household in my house. My wife's gonna be rooting for Italy. You know, she's a old school Italy fan back in the Buffon days. If you guys remember Buffon, she played goalie when she played soccer, football when she was younger as well. So big Buffon fan. Grumpy, what's up? AMP better than Ninja for ES and oil? It's the same. Yeah. AMP is just a broker, so the platform they use is Quant Tower. No, not eating them. I do make coffee like an asshole hipster. Buffon is old school. Yeah. That's like, you know, that was like my wife's favorite player, so that's why she is rooting for Italy. You know, she roots for Ireland, but the only fucking thing that they win is rowing. So which one for crypto, Go Charts or Exo charting? It's personal preference. I just started messing with Go charting because a lot of people are saying that what's happening is their charting is getting ready, or their Exo charts is getting ready to expire. Well, your wife will be laughing when Italy kicks their butts. They fucking better not. England's gonna pull this shit together. England looks strong, dude. England looks strong. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that their Go charting is getting ready to expire, or their Exo charts is getting ready to expire. So there's our dislike. Guess he woke up, right? Not in just the middle of the night, like he was saying. England will have a home crowd, yeah, because it's gonna be in Wimbledon, right? Or Wembley? Is it Wembley Stadium? Rowing and synchronized swimming. Yeah. Crypto Hustle. Have you guys seen those interviews? They are probably some of the funniest interviews I've ever watched my entire life. No crypto for AMP. Yeah, so you can just connect the data and trade through the platform on Quant Tower. Yeah. Like the EXO. I like the way EXO was easy to use, but Go Charts, once you get it going, it's great. Yeah, and Go Charts is just, you know, it's just a little bit of a learning curve, but there is a lot more tools, right? You have all of the tools that you are used to in TradingView. So if you come up here and click your drawing tools, you know, you have all these tools that you used to have in TradingView. You even have, you know, other stuff if you want to, you know, put a little George Washington sticker on there, or the frog that everybody likes, right? Frog, right? And I won't use that. I like to draw my own drawings, but yeah, the interview for those Irish for those fucking Irish rowers was just the best, dude. It was the best. And my wife, you know, she's 100% Irish. We even did, well, she's only third generation American, but the you know, her grandpa came here from Ireland, so the what's it called, we did like the 23andMe or whatever it is, and it said 98% Irish, so you know, it's pretty fucking Irish. Nice, two trades this morning, caught H and I short, then the long using the TPO value area high to value area low. Awesome, good shit, Andy's good shit. Yeah, that's one thing I have to figure out, how we get this thing to mark. I guess this is the value areas here. Oh, so you came here to here. I see. Yeah, back when it was up here. Perfect. Your grandparents were all from Ireland? Nice. Ended up in the Bronx. Yeah, she's her family's out there in PA, in Scranton. Is Quant Tower PC based? I think it is. I think it is PC based. I think it's from like a platform. Can't get more Irish than that. Yeah. Yeah, and the 5 points, right? We need a Quant Tower section in the Discord. Yeah, I can put one in there. Yeah, I can put one in there. And then Eric can be our go-to for that, because he's pretty much the one that's been using it the most, I think, or the longest. Yeah, and Chappies has it as well too. Yeah, yeah, no problem, Andes. If you want to stick with EXO and you feel comfortable with it, you know, like I said, you should just stick with it. I still have it. Where's it at? EXO charts. so I still have the exo charts, right? It's just I'm just messing with both. I do like the how easy exo charts is, like where you can just go up here and just switch everything. The thing about go charting is, you know, Chappies is in touch with the people that are, you know, creating the website, and they are adding, you know, a lot of stuff for us, so it's pretty you know, pretty cool of them. Yeah, Demas, there's so, yeah, this community is, it's definitely like no other. Exo seems more limited and more expensive. Yeah. And go charting is going to have, I mean, the cool thing about go charting too is that if you want to trade right off the chart, you just connect your Bybit or your Binance or whatever, you know, if you got the BitMEX or the Coinbase, right? You connect whatever you want right to the chart and you can trade right on the chart, right? Andrew, yeah, exactly. That's exactly correct. Yeah. It's just the convenience. Crypto chemist. Will you be able to use go charting for the ES? Yeah, you will actually. It's just you're gonna have to pay for data, which is pretty normal, to be honest. It's a pretty normal thing to have to pay for the data. Oh, look at B period opened up and is just kind of trading down. See if we can make another trade. ExoCharge is missing some simple shit. Yeah, it is kind of missing some. Sure. Quant Tower does look bad. Doesn't look bad? Quant Tower actually looks pretty nice. I like Quant Tower. Trading on the chart is still a bit buggy. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have the desktop version. That desktop version will probably be a lot nicer, right? But you got to think about things like this. Like, so when you're doing your when you're going through your journey, right? For trading, you don't want to sacrifice a few dollars and cut a couple of corners just because you think that it might be just because you are trying to make it a little bit cheaper for yourself, right? Whereas, you know, you got to think about it as it's the you're paying for the education, right? You're paying for your tuition, so to speak, right? So it's basically like, you know, you're when you kind of take the shortcuts on your trading platform, it's kind of like you're getting a book that's been used, that, you know, maybe has some notes in it, maybe has some pages missing, right? And that's kind of how I feel about exo charts. Like, it's good and I can still learn from it, but, you know, it is lacking a bit, right? And I'm not saying Go Charts is perfect or Quant Tower is perfect or Ninja Trader is perfect. Gotta spend money to make money. Yeah. And it's just you know, that's how you got to think about it. You just got to think about it as far as, you know, where you should basically just be spending your time, right? If you are being successful with exo charts and you can stay on exo charts, then stay on exo charts, right? But if you feel like you are lacking something, right? Then, maybe just try out Go Charts. It is free till the end of the month, so you have about 3 more weeks to at least kind of familiarize yourself with it. And you don't need to trade off of it right away. If you're using EXO for your trade management right now, then stick with EXO and then mess with Go Charting in your free time. Jens, what's up? So there's no reason to try to kind of feel like you're missing out or anything like that. Scared money don't make money. Quant Tower is epic, very smooth. If I could afford $100 a month for crypto, I'd be using it as well. Oh yeah, I didn't know it was $100 a month. You want to learn Kung Fu and PC? Yeah. Somebody asked where I learned TPO. I'm trying to find it. Hey Brad, what do you think is forming now? Just got covered in profit. 4 shorts I was in. 4 shorts, chappies? Goddamn animal. Fake money don't make money. I think now we're just kind of putting
Clank, clickety, clank, the money goes into my piggy bank.
You guys see my face on the stream? Watch that back. I was like, oh shit. Forgot that I put that trade on. But yeah, if you if you are looking for the next trade, it's kind of a tough one here because basically, they have control of this whole position, and we saw we had this huge down spike to take these lows, we had this huge up spike to take these highs. What you can kind of look for is see if D period comes up and doesn't take this top, that would be a decent short to try to get back into structure. And then on the low side, we've got to go back and draw some more levels here because basically getting a low drawing tool. There we go. So there's some levels below. Let's go back to the current price action. And so, basically what I would be looking at is as we start to form this structure, we have, our little excess right here, but it didn't cause any imbalance. So, excuse me. If we get down close to this, try to break it, this is going to be, our little microstructure at the bottom. So if we can break this, head down to this X, we've got some room, and there's some other stops lined up from previous right here. So this should give us a little bit of fuel, and you could target that 31,686 level. And then on the upside, I think, on the upside there is... I think what can happen here is we can push up, maybe get some structure below the VWAP as the VWAP starts to kind of form out. And if they are able to take the VWAP, they'll try to push back into this structure here. There's just a lot of bearish information coming out today. Someone was saying that England, or not England, the UK is like, or not the UK, the fucking Europe is like blocking crypto or something like that. So I'm not 100% sure. I haven't followed up on that story. That's just something that somebody shared this morning with the group. So if you're looking for that information, just check it out. Make sure that it's real. Chappies, it asks how many different tickers are at least the 25, 50, or 100. Just create a new Binance account, clear your cookies first. Oh, okay. That's easy, Steve. Thank you. But yeah, someone else asking me, where I learned how to trade the TPO, and I'm, pretty much self-taught. I did learn a lot from Jim Dalton, right? And you guys can look at some of his free videos on online. I paid for his course, and it was like a couple $1,000. The difference is, and then I've that's where I learned the TPO from. To trade, I've learned from a couple of people, a couple of professionals, but for the TPO, that's where I learned it. I think he's probably the best when it comes to that. The difference with Jim or James Dalton, right, is that he is very dry if you've checked out any of his videos, and he's used to talking to people that know what they're doing. So sometimes the terms, and if you check out his course, he should have a glossary or something like that, like a index, right? So you might just have to look up some of the stuff that he's talking about. But basically, he's like kind of like the godfather of TPO, and he doesn't even trade, the way that I trade. He trades options. So he does it a little bit different, right? And I'm just intraday trading. He's trading options. He's doing a little bit more strategically, but you have to have a lot bigger account, because he's trading for, he's trading with millions and millions of dollars. Oh shit, my phone's ringing. 1 second, guys. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. My wife just got off work, so he got TPO'd out. Tell Elon I'm sorry about the dick pics, and they were rocket designs. Yeah, apparently when I called Elon after we got off stream last night, and I was like, "Hey man, we're looking for some downside volatility," he hooked it up. He's been pretty friendly to the Citadel, right? Which is nice. I know a lot of people in the crypto space hate him, but for us, he's been a half decent guy. So, oh no, sorry, Progressive. I was just on the phone. My wife just got off work, so had to answer the phone call. C-130 is MIA, kind of worried. No, he's good, Greg. He's just taking some time, to himself. He's taking the boot camp. He's in the class. He's getting focused on his trading. He said, "So what are you wearing?" You know, but he's just, you know, he just moved. He's just getting focused, man. He's got a lot of good plans going forward, and you know, he's just focusing on his future. So yeah, no need to worry about him. He's doing well. I talk to him every day. He's just focused, man. You know, it's, you know, when you get like in the zone and you're just like, you know, fucking, like, you ever smoke a blunt and then play Halo, right? You can't hear shit. I'm talking about C-130. Oh, before C-1. Oh, I was talking about Jim Dalton before that. Yeah. And so, like, last few months, untradeable in some groups. Need to make her some breakfast, bro. She's gonna be too tired to even eat breakfast. She comes home and she lays down and then she's out for the day. Can we order a TTV cap like yours? Yeah, Mr. Ush, hit up 3 a.m. on the Discord. Resting Brad face. Sorry, bro. The hit up 3 a.m. on the Discord and be like, yo, I want a hat. What's the deal? And then he can get you a hat. Oh, what's going on with this thing? All right, prepare your ears, ladies and gents. Yeah, I let him know that the Citadel's missing him. I let him know. He smokes all kinds of shit and plays Halo. TTV hats to hold your head together. Yeah, we so basically the only reason we haven't really pushed out like the merchandise yet is because we understand that the main focus is your trading income, right? Is to get you guys to that point where you're making your daily income, or kind of hitting your daily goals, becoming that better trader that we're all looking to become. And then also the price point on a lot of these, like this hat right here, right?
Clank, clickety, clank. The money goes into my piggy bank.
The price point on the hats is expensive, right? This hat was like $45 because we got it made at lids. I don't know if you guys have lids overseas, but we have lids over here in the States, and they make the custom hats, and so we had to get the design custom, and it's trademarked. But if you live near a lids, just DM me and I can send the symbol to your store, and you can get a hat made. You just have to pay for it yourself, be like $40, but yeah, you can get it made if you guys have a lids. The only thing I ask, right? The only thing I ask is sometimes what lids does. Oh no, my camera just like went all crazy, huh? Sometimes what lids does is their machine kind of like prints out shitty hats, and it, like the TradeVets logo will be all fucked up. I don't know why my oh, there we go. The TradeVets logo will be all fucked up. So if you get a hat made and they fuck it up, just make them fix it, because that's I don't want anyone to be wearing a shitty hat, first of all, but second of all, we want the logo to look good. Yeah, just hit me up, bro. Yeah, just hit me up. I don't know if you guys have lids over there, Crypto Chemist? You guys are probably on lockdown. None of the stores are probably even open except for whatever you guys call the grocery store. Someone was asking about ADA. Let's take a peek at it. Oh shit. ADA. BitMEX. Is it not on here? Okay, let's just look at this is why I like the convenience of exo charts, is because you just click over. So someone said, where's it at? So Brad, we should in the future do a crypto trading competition and show these other communities what's good. I don't think they would do it. I think there is competition. Someone was telling me there is competitions. So I'd be down for a competition if like start with like 100 grand or something like that, and then just do a competition, watch people go bust real quick. That'd be cool. You looked at the print on demand websites? Yeah, my brother is checking that out. He's kind of in charge of all of that stuff. My main focus is just my VPN is in Australia too, bro. My main focus is the education portion, just getting you guys up to speed, getting you guys to that point where you guys are able to be confident in in the tradings. Bybit has competitions. We have Bunnings at a hat store. What price will Bitcoin be in 2022 midsummer? No way to know, man. I don't really tend to make predictions, right? I've heard a lot of people say that it's going to be 100K by September, right? But I don't know how they're getting this information. It just kind of seems like they're just guessing, and when I say it kind of seems like they're just guessing, that is because they are just guessing. There's literally no way to know. You said it looks like an upside down U, football corner. It does, but it's kind of invalidated, right? Because of this spike down that we had. But it does look like that, right? And so as it breaks this structure, we saw that it broke the structure here, and B didn't take the top of A by the 1 tick. And so if you get this break of this structure low right here on ADA, you could see where we got. Are we below that? Yeah, we are. So here's this VPOC right here. Oh, so that's a good spot to watch right there, that 135 mark. This is going to be the low of structure here, this 135 also. Kind of dumb that it doesn't just mark it automatically. Then we have this actual this excess low here. So these are the next levels down that we want to watch on ADA. Oh shit. Where's it at? There. So as it comes to this level, this is where we saw that structure at, right? So this is going to be acting as support, which it did, spiked it low, got a little bit of excess, came back, and then, rallied above it, spiked back into this same zone, and then, rallied above it. So as price comes back down into here, this is where you're going to be wanting to watch this. So Brad and Go charting, top right is a hamburger menu, house icon, adding a chart to watch the click. Lidscaps.com. Yeah, I think that's it. Lids. What's oil doing? Just hanging out. It's 333K. Okay, thank you. I need an urban camo hoodie and a white TTV logo. Yeah, I need to get a hoodie too. Well, I mean, once it you believe it will be 50 to 80K? Well, that's a pretty wide margin, leaving yourself some room for error. I like that. 133.45 on the low side. Yeah, so this is 133.84. Yeah, so I mean almost the same. 133.45 is right here. Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good target, champions. Top right. Let's see. Is this the hamburger menu? No. This one? Between 10 and 500k. Yeah, you're probably right. Vistaprint, Vistaprint is super expensive. I think my company had the fucking business cards printed there one time, and it was like a fucking arm and a leg. Someone sneezed yesterday in Victoria, so they're on another lockdown. Yeah. Let's see if the market's kind of rallying up right now. We just crossed back past the open. Here comes an open of a new period. So let's see if we get some more upside. Do I see XRP going below 60? Crypto Chemist is like, it's going to fucking 0. Right? Business cards are cheap. Yeah, I get business cards made at Staples, bro. They're cheap as fuck. It's like $25 for 500 of them. Staples is where it's at. Below 60. I mean, it's almost right there. The 60 is just right here. So, I don't know how far long ago it was 60 cents. Like forever ago. So we have single prints down to this mark here at 60.70. And then the low of this structure here. Low of structure there. And the very bottom of structure. Scalpuccino. Yeah, so I mean these are the levels down that I would be watching. This 60 to 59 level is going to act, should act as a support. If it starts to break below that, that's when you're going to start to see some real spillage. Didn't it failure? Not XRP. How do you set the footprint chart on the left like that? Yeah, so basically you just come down here, you click the little the 2-column chart, right? And then this thing is on the clusters. So you click the clusters, turn those on, and there's a little button down here. Open up the button, make sure you're clicked on the right screen. It's probably not going to be on, so you just click it on, and you can adjust it from there. So I just have mine on double. You can change it to single if you want it just on one side. I like the double. I like the look of it. You can change what you want on the left side or the right side. Like you can put delta on one side. I just like the volume. Oops, sell volume. Where's it at? There. Jesus Christ. There we go. Sell volume. You could also do, sell trades too, but I like just the volume. Volume looks good. I guess the trades actually wouldn't be bad. See if it affects it at all. I like the volume better. Because the trades isn't really showing you much. It's just showing you that it's not showing you the size. So, can you look at Venus Yokin and can you explain what you think of this token? I've never even heard of that. That would be something to ask the crypto chemist. He knows all about those random shit tokens. You're taking a snooze while it looks at the XRP. $25 for... No. It's $25 for 500 business cards. Yeah. Venus token to the moon. The admin go charting live stream from 6:14 on options trading. Still in development, so not many options. Yeah, I can check it out. But yeah, so I mean, basically what this is showing us, right, is just showing us volume by bar. So, you know, we have our E bar, and it's just showing us, you know, kind of where the positions are getting built, right? So we see, you know, a pretty decent sized position here and over. Let me jump out my box tool. You know, so we have a pretty decent position right here. So now that we're above it, right, we know that if we come down into this, we should see a buying response out of this box, right? And this is kind of what we were looking at yesterday, is we had, you know, some strong buyers in a box below, and we get down into that box, and then we just, you know, we crush that box, right? Venus token is at a market rank of 155. I'm not sure. Are you Sky of Shin? Are you in the Discord? If you are in the Discord, just post it in the altcoins, and I'm sure Crypto Chemist will answer you. Yeah, he's deep in the shitcoins, like he says. Yeah, Crypto Digs, I will check that channel out. And what are they trading options on? Are they trading options on crypto? And gaming for shitcoins. You know, one thing that we haven't started doing in here is, you know, as a group, so we're sitting at the computer for a good amount of time. We need to start, you know, getting some burpees in or something like that, or, you know, doing some stretching, doing something so everyone's not getting all these back issues. Oh, you're on the YouTube? Yeah, join the Discord, man. Or ma'am, whatever you like. I'll post the Discord in there right now. Let me find it. And leg cramps. Yeah. Curtis, I'll get it. They've launched US markets for options. Are you talking about options on crypto? Because you can get options on Bitcoin for sure. I know you can. I'm not a trans. You guys ever seen that stand up by Dave Chappelle? Those lidocaine patches, you know, yo, when I used to do MMA, a lot of times what would happen is when I would be like going for a shot or like trying to clinch, someone would like pull my head down, and I would get like these bad pains, like these pinched nerves, like in my back shoulder. I used to use those lidocaine patches. Yeah, and they worked pretty well. That with a little bit of tramadol, you know, money. Andy's, I'll let him know for sure. You're doing kettlebell swings and push-ups. Yeah, well, Graham, you're an animal, right? You're not like most people, especially not most people your age. Graham's over here, you know, hiking mountains and stuff, and all of us are just sitting at a computer feeling worthless. Snort the patch. Yep, Eric, 4 days to micro CL. I can't wait. That'll be such a good transition for people. You know, I'm glad they're doing that, because the the market's selling down a little bit. Oil can really hurt people's accounts. So, and you know, and they try to trade it because it can be fast money, but a lot of times what happens is they end up losing their ass. And so with
with that, it's it's beneficial for them. Tramadol is bad. Yeah, tramadol, I call it like a zombie medication. It's the worst because you take it and you can't really fall asleep, and then when you do fall asleep, you're like, you wake up and you feel like you've been asleep for hours, but really you've only been asleep for about 18 seconds, and then you're like, fuck, I want to go to sleep so bad and I can't. Oh, they haven't launched options on Go charting. Okay, I see. Doesn't look like the one on my screen. What does it look like, Alex? Let me see. Let me save this. I have autosave on. Oh, did that just load that template? Oh, this one is just showing which.
171.
Oh, it loaded ETH. What do you want for breakfast, Curtis? $18 seconds, yeah. All right, guys, give me about 10 minutes. As you guys know, my son has diabetes, so I gotta get him situated for breakfast real quick. So I will be back. All right, I'm back. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. So let's catch up. What are you guys talking about? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Save your template. I noticed you only do control. Oh, you can only do control S. If you go to the menu, it is template. You need to save it as a new one. Okay, I can do that. Save. Bitcoin Brad. Create. Now let's copy this and post it in the Discord. Go charting. And I created the Quant Tower channel as well. So let me know if that works, guys. That one should. Hello to Brad Jr., bro. He is he's a twin. Curtis. Curtis, you want to be on YouTube? He's a little bit shy, I guess. You could watch yourself on YouTube. Yeah, I got my video on, yeah. Made 10% with Shiba. Yeah, that's the thing is like with these shit coins, like, you know, you got to understand that you can make money off of them. Like I made money off of Dogecoin, but you know, I understand that it's not you know, it's not just gonna go to the moon like all these people think. I was talking about this meme that I saw yesterday, and it was like Dogecoin finally gets to $1 in 2090, and there's like a kid and he's like super pumped. He's like, thanks dad. And you know, he's dead, but his son is pumped because his dad held, you know, literally diamond handed it to the grave. Oh, he's 7. Trade it, don't hold it. Exactly. Let it retrace past 0.0001. Nice, that's what's up. Yeah, I got a daughter too. She's 9. Yeah, I got Dogecoin at 0.002 a long while ago. And then I sold some on the Super Bowl, and then that's weird that keeps happening. And then some more on the way up. Classic meme. The poop coins kill you. Yeah. It's just funny that, you know, because I have a buddy who, when your channel explodes and they ask you to shill a shitcoin, let us know in the Discord before it pumps and dumps. Oh, Joey, you already know. I'll definitely let you. Doge got you started in all of this. Bearish Bull, what's up? But I mean, I don't think, you know, that's not really what we're about here. I don't think I'm gonna shill a shitcoin at all. I don't think it's not in my nature to do that. So I don't think I'll do that. Just let them do it themselves. There's plenty of other people that are clout chasing that probably shill a shitcoin to their viewers. Like I said, I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff. You know, the thing that I am focused on is making sure you guys are, you know, getting the hang of this and progressing. Right? That's what I like to see. I like to see the progression. Yeah, if they could combine this into sessions, that would be just amazing. Where is James? USDT, USDC, you're bullish. TPO, run this shit. Yeah, so we are kind of starting to, we had this excess here, kind of peaked back into the previous structure and then kind of dying out right here. And you're seeing, if you look over here and look at this position, right, you didn't see much volume. You had some buyers come up here, but there's not much volume up here in this bar, right? And there wasn't much volume if we look back at, the upside. It's a pretty balanced exchange up here. You didn't see any like heavy sellers or heavy buyers. Probably what's happening is, just a fair auction happening. So, oops. The U.S. session's been fairly boring lately. I'm progressing just nice since TPO, and I'm only losing $500 a week now. Joey, we got to get you, to be like I said, your goal, your immediate goal, should just be to be that break-even trader, right? You're not looking to make $1 million a day. You're just looking to be break-even at first, and then once you get to that point, then you can start testing your edge and start trying to go for, $20 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day. And then you start getting up to those days where you're making 200, 500, right? Some days be nice, you'll make $1,000. Maybe you'll have an amazing day and you make $10,000 in a day or something like that, right? But then that's when you really got to reel in your psychology and understand that that's not just going to happen every day. And so you can't just be pressing your luck every day. You just got to stick to your trade plan and make sure you're managing risk. That's the most important thing. You kill yourself for 4 hours to make like 20 in a few years, it'll be worth it. It's all part of the journey. I see we got ML connected to our Discord. Did we do a collab or something? I'm not sure what Market Liberator is, just asking for insight and situation. So Market Liberator, I think that's what it's called. Market Liberator, yeah, is basically it's like uses a donation. Yeah, uses a donation. And so like so there is people, like I said, there's going to be always people that are going to trade whatever style they're going to trade. There's some big buyers coming in right there. See that? See that little pop up right after that? That's what you're kind of trying to watch. Saw like that big buyer come in, market popped up. See if we get some follow through. But so yeah, there was one guy in the Discord that was like showing all this for me, Fantasyland shit, but everyone has their own style. Yeah, he just if we're just kind of like doing like a partner thing, basically, where they posted our stuff in their Discord. That way we can reach a bigger audience, right? So people can start seeing, how beneficial the TPO is, right? Which is our goal here, is to try to basically get in contact with as many people as we can, especially like we talked about yesterday. This is basically like the Citadel is like a rehab center for people that have lost money on Market Cypher. Yeah, the algos, yeah. I was trolling him a bit. I thought he was trolling a bit, but he was dead serious. So I was trolling him a bit. Yeah, but he was serious. But if that's what works for him, the thing that I didn't like is that he said that the TPO one is an indicator, which it's not, and two that he used it and then it didn't work. But he only really used it for a month, and I don't even think he used it. I think he just watched somebody else use it. So that's not really the same thing. And I don't like I don't like bad information coming out about good trading things, right? Like if you want to get in there and shit talk Market Cipher, go for it. That's all for you. But Musky Manatee, thank you for the follow, and FNA Alex, FN Alex. So yeah, but the guy, yeah, he just had lines just fucking everywhere. Donated 10 USD to get Market Liberator, cost me another USDT and gas fees, but I don't use it anymore. Yeah, I think Market Liberator is like the original see that we saw the volume come in. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. We saw that volume come in right there. We had the pop, and then more buyers came in right here, and now it's running up, right? And so now we're getting to that spot that we were talking about up here, and this is where we're going to look to see if we get rotations. If we don't take this high, that's going to be where you're going to look to maybe catch a fade trade or a short trade back down into the structure. Yeah, you'd have to ask one of those guys about you handle it very appropriately. Yeah, I was trolling him a bit, but I was being nice to him. I think Chart Champions is using TPO now. Yeah, it's starting to catch on. I think we are reaching a good audience. I know we definitely have people watching our stream. If you look at a certain somebody's stream right when we got off stream last night, and I had put out the trades that we were going to do, a certain somebody started streaming right when we got off, right? And basically just copied our trade. So we know that there's people out there watching the stream, and all we can do is hope that they're getting good information from it. That's it. And not hope, right? I'm only going to be putting out good information. I'm not going to be putting out any shitty information for you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. And if that if that causes us not to get 300,000 followers or whatever, I don't really give a shit. The reason I'm here is not for the clout. It's for the people that are serious about getting that time to value in their life, right? That's the main goal. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That sounds like a Dwight Schrute quote. See this big seller right here? So when we see something like that, right, we have this big seller here, and if we start to get on his backside, that's when you'll start to see more buyers come in, especially because we saw these buyers up here. So these buyers are probably still sitting in the market, probably added here. If we come here, and this is where we get our where we get that hit. That hit's going to take us up into this zone, right? Now it kind of looks like a person. Big ass nose. Who knows, guys? I'm just messing around. You ready for your insulin? Curtis, you done? All right, bring me a pen. Is it okay? How do we get delta on Go charting? You can just change this. So if you want to change like this right here, click on the clusters, and you can change the sell volume to delta. So it'll show you the delta. And then if you want to just do it like the one-sided, so you can just do it single, and so it'll show you the delta just like that. And you can do it so it's just delta. You want to do it like that. So all of these tools, guys, you got to make sure that you are you know, getting on here and messing around with all of your settings, right? You should be messing around with all of your settings as much as you possibly can, right? Don't just load my template in and then decide, you know, this is the one I'm going to use. You want to make sure that you're messing around with it to get what's comfortable for you. Okay. It's insulin time, guys.
Wait, what is that?
That's YouTube. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Why are you so shy? You're never shy. Sometimes you are. What's the difference between sell trades and buy trades? So the sell trades is just the trades that trade on the bid, and the buy trades are trades that trade on the ask. No. Pull your sleeve up. Hey, Sharps. Huh? What? Is my mic off? No. Garbage. Alright. Thanks. Carlos, the template is in Go Charting in the Citadel Discord if you're in the Discord. Just recertified my medical marijuana card over the phone. Just tell the doctor. Yep, my tinnitus is acting up. Is that Sharon on your arm? Sharon? What's that? Talking about on what? On this arm? That's Saint Michael. You know, the right hand of God. I don't know why he's being so shy. Thanks, Byron. Have you talked about ETH? It looks like a long right now. Yeah, we can check out ETH. Let's take a peek at it. I wonder if there's a way to link these charts so it changes them both. Anybody know? I like the ETH long a little bit higher, to be honest. It's because we have this structure up here. So, you know, we see that we have this structure here. So as ETH comes up, right, it could just, you know, kind of bounce in this structure. I like it, you know, as it starts to gain some momentum. I mean, you could try it here, but you just have to understand that if it comes here and rejects to come back down, then you've got to cut that trade, right? But if you get it to come up and it bounces and then pops and then runs, because you have a bunch of stops lined up here, right? Kind of all the way to A as well. That's why if you get above, you know, the low of this structure here, that value area low and then start to run it, yeah, I could see that could be a good setup on ETH. What's kind of promising too on ETH is, I guess you can't really, I can't like drag this thing around. What the fuck's going on? There we go. If we take a look at this volume here, these people here, you know, they're selling. That's a pretty big position. There's a pretty big sell position here as well. You know, their stop is up here. So if you can bust these stops, yeah, you might get some steam, get back into this area, pop it up, and then, you know, run back into this upper structure. So but I mean, even from 52 to 70, that's a pretty good trade for ETH, honestly. So that's not a bad trade. Yeah, I could see a long setup there for sure. See where the position is built. So there's a pretty decent sized position here. And then a lot of the volume's up here at 75. And we're having, you know, kind of like a little, you know, maybe a little corner kick situation. This will be the goal line. See if we're gonna head it in right here, or if we're gonna pass it back the other way. Thanks, Andes. I appreciate that. It says you currently have the TPO structure on the left for all sessions, but the current one today isn't that structure as important as you are visualizing for yourself. You mean like for like the whole day? You're talking about like for the 24-hour session, Jens? Whereas if we go to here, we have it broken down in like the US session, like broken down into sessions. Is this what you're talking about? Is it okay to long or short the breakout of a value area high or value area low? Yeah, you can. It just depends on, you know, it just depends on the action, right? So it looks like we're going to run some stops here. Trying hard. You know, and then this is that level up right here. But yeah, you could, like, so if you were to take a long, excuse me, if you were to take a long on the value area high up here, there's that stop run. Stop run. If you were to take a long on the value area high up here to try to fill these singles, that's a decent spot to get long. I feel like you could probably get long before that, not from the value area high, but if we go up and fail these single prints and then come back down, that would be a decent spot to short, right? You could short back down, try to go back down value area low, and then your stop is going to be from here. Andes, thank you, man. Thank you. The 10 pounds. Thank you, Andes. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Bearish, you could, let me see, Jens. In XO, you see both TPO structure and bars, so to speak. So like these bars, just so I can see like where the open is at, because I like to see where the open is at. daily session like candles where there's previous days and not. Yeah, so it's just I mean it's just kind of personal preference, and bearish, like, you know, the you can do it, like you can switch it back and forth just to see, you know, where the previous structure was at. But as you go forward, right, you'll know, like you can see, you know, you can see that this is where the structure is at. So you know, the only thing that's nice is knowing what time that the volume is going to come in, right? So because the cash session just opened for the first couple of hours, this is where the volume is going to be at. Curtis, come here. Come here. Somebody gave us $10 to get burgers. Somebody gave us $10 to get burgers, but you only get one if you say hi. So bearish, yeah, you could, I mean, you could go back and forth. It really just is just personal preference. But the only reason I say don't do it is because I don't want to happen. Yeah, there he is. Hey, move, Spider-Man. I can't see you. Say hi. There he is. There's the myth, the man, the legend. He says, Andy said, take your son for a burger. Say thank you, Andy's. Yeah, he's like a clone. He looks nothing like my wife at all. You're on YouTube. You're famous now. You're like Ryan. People are gonna be watching you.
Can I steal your $1 million?
Can you steal my $1 million? I don't think so. You're not strong enough. But yeah, so bearish, like, it just is a matter of, you know, personal preference. The only reason I say don't do it is because what I don't want to happen is I don't want you to be like, you know, kind of seeing this, you know, let's say you're short bias or long bias right here, and Jesus, you know, let's say you're looking for the long right here, and when we go to collapse the TPOs, you know, maybe for some reason you get, you know, maybe for some reason it's telling you that this isn't a good spot. Like you know, we do have a thin volume spot here. That's, you know, kind of what is kind of leading against that long session. That's why I like here, right? Get long right here, get long up here where there's all this high volume, and then you can kind of chew into these singles. That's a better spot to get long to me, right? Yeah, Curtis is a great name. The man, the myth, the legend. 2 sons, 5 and 3, dope stuff. Hell yeah. You can steal 1 million. There is a moon coin born every day. He's a funny kid. I bought them yo-yos. I know people that are my age remember yo-yos from back in like the 6th grade or something. Did that go high enough for you to take the short? No, where I'm looking for the short is up here. So if we don't fill these singles, if we come up and we don't fill these singles, that's going to be our apex spot to trade back into this structure and then into this structure. Yeah, you want to get, if you're going to look for a short, you want to get in here. So I like the long on ETH. Like if we just do some trade plans real quick. We're looking at ETH. I like the long, you know, off of this B area, right? If we come up here, right? Because we have the low of structure here, so we have to get up here, right? Maybe get a couple of rotations, break that B. I want to see that V and T kind of break almost immediately once we run this B. A bounce and then a push into these singles, right? If we don't clear the singles, you know, then we jump off. Progressive, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. And if we don't clear the singles, then that could be like your reverse spot, right? But if we're looking for targets, my first target would be this. Let's see, let me just get rid of Go back here. So my first target would be here, 2192. So if you get long around 2177, your target would be 2192. Your second target would be the 2207 to fill those single prints. And then if we do fill those single prints, then you're going to have some space up into this upper structure for sure. And I mean, it looks like we are kind of filling this spot in. All right, so this would have been a more aggressive long if you would have taken that long off that point of control. Super hats, people donate simply because they want to hear the message read aloud. Oh yeah, I do need to do that, Luis. You're right. There's a couple funny ones that I've seen. Oh, look at my shirt, bro. Looks like it's all like crazy looking. Kind of cool. It's like I'm in the Matrix. And that's a thing that sucks for him, right? He's a really active kid, and he goes hard everywhere, but he really can't have too many sweets because of the diabetes. So I mean, he can have like if he has like last night after dinner he had a cookie, but he has to eat it like literally right after he eats his meal. He has to eat it. So like you can't like rest up a bit, watch the TV, and then have a cookie or something. He's got to eat it right after because we got to cover him with the insulin. So it's kind of shitty because it's not like he it's not like he's overweight and has diabetes or anything. He goes harder than most kids. BTC is getting that upper structure. Let's go back to BTC. The fuck is that one? Yep. Yeah, so BTC might be leading the charge right here. And so if we're looking for, a little a game plan on Bitcoin, I feel like it's missing. Oh no, that's the Q period. Okay. So if we're looking for a little game plan on Bitcoin, we're looking to see if it's going to fail this A high or if it's going to overtake it. And to me it kind of looks like it wants to. So if it comes up here, test that open, and then kind of trades up towards that high, then we have this structure up here, and then we have single prints here. It's just been so choppy. Bitcoin just been annoying today, kind of. I mean, it's been nice because we traded it well, but why don't you use short and long acting? Some herbs and vitamins help early on. Oh, we do. Yeah, we do. We do use he gets Humalog and Lantus. So Lantus is the long acting, and then Humalog is that short acting. Oh yeah, Luis, he's got a little, I mean, so we have like kind of like a muscle gut. It's like genetic. I don't know why, but like even when I have a six pack, I mean, he's got a six pack right now. It's like it's protruding, but he, like when he breathes in, it's like Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell breathes in, you see that six pack, but when he breathes out, he's got a little belly. He's the same way. I've been using TradingView, 30-minute candles, session volume, telling it we're going to use this community. That's not a bad idea. This is free though right now, Luis, so you can download this for free and use it for free if you want to try it. Screen time will let you see the structure, session structure, just going back and forth. Yeah, exactly, Bearish. Yeah, exactly. Is like it lets you see the bigger picture, right? That's why I like the 24-hour chart. Like my my NinjaTrader chart is 24 hours. You guys remember we drew this I don't know if I have the data is on. You guys remember we drew this balance zone. Remember, this is the area that we were just like ripping up through, ripping down. We finally put some value in this area. We rejected it. We traded back up, and then as we came back down, we just traded right back down through it. Now we're putting in a little uppercase B profile down here. And I think so. Also, the one thing I do like to do is like when you have the structure like this projected perfectly off the VWAP. Is my VWAP incorrect? Let's see here. The VWAP profile. I fixed it. Oh, I don't. There you go. Yeah, that was a good call. Yeah, my 9-year-old daughter too is a mini of her mom. If you guys have girls, as they get older, they just get more of a bigger pain in the ass. No, I'm just kidding. They just start to get like that little attitude, like. Whereas the boys, you're just like, send them outside, they'll be fine. You're good at this game. You are seeing some buying coming in right here. You saw some responsive selling. That's what that rejection off the VWAP was, right? Responsive selling. And now you're seeing some buying come in, right? That's why we didn't go down very far, and we're kind of bouncing back up. That's one thing that I've been telling you guys, is just to watch the order flow. You don't really need this. This is nice for a position. But if it's overwhelming you or you're getting too focused on it, you want to stay just looking at these letters and then start adding tools. As you get more comfortable, right? So now you're seeing that these buyers, they want to get some oxygen, right? They've been drowning all day. They're like Jack underwater, and you got Rose over here, and she's the seller, and she's just been kind of poking Jack with this stick, saying, you got to go, bro. Not both of us can fit on this door. So you gotta get back underwater. Your video is 10 minutes behind. You should download a Twitch long and short. That video is pretty much like that on, I think. Yeah, we're seeing some order flow come in, and that's why you're seeing the bounce, but you're seeing sellers try to defend this, right? And so, basically a nice little fight here at the VWAP for sure. We want to see who's going to win, right? And it's all depending upon, so if we have a fight right here, right? We know that there's a fight right here because we saw responsive selling come in. We came down here, bounced back up. This is our fight zone. So as we get above this, right? If we get above this, you should see more buyers come in and try to attack this A high and Q high, right? To get that oxygen. If you get too far below it, what's going to happen is more sellers are going to come in and they're going to try to push us back down into the structure, right? Where they can start to build a shorter position. Oh, it's a user error. It's supposed to be 113. In my house this weekend. That's basically how. Jack in the door. Yeah, bro's fucked up. Just fucking like, fuck no, we're not gonna fit later, right? Only one of us can survive. What's crazy is, she actually said that she did that. all that floating shit in the water and you couldn't figure out some space? Like, damn. Bitbeard, what's up? I am Bitbeard. Get a 15-year-old daughter. Trust me, the attitude is real. But I don't play that shit. Yeah, me neither. That's the thing with dads and the daughters. Like, you know, some daughters like try to challenge and they're like try to see who can be, you know, who can hold out the longest. And it's always the dads, bro. I can keep going for days. So look, now that we're above it, climbing above the VWAP, now we should see some initiative buyers. You do know it's mandatory to be in a hot tub on Twitch, right? Mr. Messi. Is it? Should I take my shirt off too? I know a lot of people are. That's how you get a lot of views on Twitch, is wear some skanky clothing. But you should see some initiative buying now that we're above the VWAP, right? People have been waiting for this, you know, for days. Should see some initiative buying and get them to try to attack this A high. What is what's our boy ETH looking like? Yep, almost there. Almost there. Once we start running these stops on ETH, I think it's gonna go. Is the VWAP correct on this? Your daughter's 31 and she still tries it, girl. Nice. Can't wait. Now, you know how you pay them back is just when they have kids, then you just, you know, spoil the shit out of them. Spoil the shit out of their kids and like let them do whatever they want and be like, eh, sorry, grandparents. Yeah. Yep, looks like they're gonna try it. This matters if, you know, who's gonna show up, because there's still sellers trying to hold it, right? But once we start seeing some more volume come in, right? See if we get this initiative buying, get back into that structure, and then really start attacking here. There's 33,250. Just see, he'll make good choices. My kids are going to be embarrassed when we get to the high school and I'm slapping 50 Cent in the bass in the car, and they're going to be like, oh my god, that's so 90s. Right? Or maybe the 90s will come back. You know how like the 70s came back when I was in high school? Everyone's like on the 70s train. They're you know, dressing like they're in the 70s, doing all this you know, 70s type shit. Then maybe the 90s will be back and everyone, tall tees will come back, baggy clothes will come back, gold chains will come back. You know, the good old days. I mean, I still dress like that, so, but that's just me. Now everyone's on this like super tight clothes, you know, super tight. Like that, no one wears like big chains anymore. They wear like these chains that are like basically like chokers. Your daughter listens to music, yeah. 90s back. You know what's funny, Luis, is the other day I was you know, with a couple of my old coworkers, and California Love came on the radio, and like my kids were like singing it, and like they just these people looked at me like I'm a bad parent. They're like, how do your kids know this song? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a classic, bro. How do your kids not know this song? That Chris Tucker and Friday outfit. Yeah, that's the 90s right there. Yep, that's especially in California. They'll be platinum this time. You know who my kids are obsessed with too is Queen. They love Queen. Yeah, it kind of ran out of steam right there. Let's see, what is ETH running out of steam as well? Yeah. It's gotta come back down to find the support. You know what I mean? So it's coming back down, right to where those buyers were at, right where we saw the fight area at. So you want to see if maybe they're just trying to fill, being patient and trying to fill it there. When you were in high school, the 80s, super tight jeans, yeah, or like spandex. Spandex, I guess, was like probably the 70s, really. Yeah, all the music pretty much has gone to shit. Yeah, we listened to a lot of Queen. We watched that movie. That movie was good. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I think it's called Queen, maybe. See, so we see the buyers coming back down to that fight position here, reloading, and now you want to see if this time they're gonna send it through. Parachute pants and bodysuits. So here comes the next period just opened. Let's see what they do. Classic. Have they? Let's take a peek. Got our we just got our 1 dislike, not 2. Normally we get the 2. Bohemian Rhapsody, that's what it was called, Josh. Yeah, good call. Yeah, sure. We've watched a lot of that stuff. Jinko jeans, Aaron, you know what you're talking about. Yeah, I had a bunch of Jinko shorts too. California's too hot for jeans. Oh, you can put the drawings back on? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Who remembers Jabos? Those are some big baggy pants with straps on them. Those were your free stuff pants. See, now that we're getting below that buying, look what's happening. Well, now as we come back into the top of structure, we want to see if sellers are going to support it here. And if they don't support it, then that's where it's going to come. So we saw the fight at the VWAP, and sellers came in heavy. Buyers tried to give it what they could. They couldn't hold it. Now we're pushing back to the top of structure. This is another spot where buyers will try to reload to try to get back above that VWAP, right? They got that taste of air. Now they want to taste it again. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody was a movie. Yeah, it was good. Why don't you have POC turned on? The POC is turned on. It's right here. It's just hard to see because it's like in red. And like I said, I'm still messing with this go charting. This is not it's not perfect yet, that's for sure. Man cubs gotta eat. Oh, you mean on the left chart? Because I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about that. Hey, that ETH long 70 played out. Michael Wells, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, let's take a peek at it. So the reason that we were looking at it is it just played right back into the break of that POC, and it just came back into like where the high volume is at. I know those lines are super straight, and then just kind of stalled. That's why I was waiting. I'd like to take a long on ETH, but I'm gonna wait until we get right here to this like 176 level. But I mean, it's just market structure, man. Just basic market structure. That's it. No indicators needed. just a nice little fade trade because we are in a downtrend, right? And we've got a nice little fade up, and we have, you know, like a little mini structure down here. And once we broke that structure, broke that C high, all of these people that were selling all of this had to buy it back. Once it got to here, that's what gave us the juice to get up here, right? We weren't able to get up to that B high yet, but now we're coming back into the top of structure, back where this point of control's at. So you want to see if buyers are going to come in and push us back. But, you know, this is where probably at this G high, let's get a, where's it at? This 272 level, maybe even HI 66. But yeah, this level up here, it just depends on kind of when I pull the trigger, but this is the level that I'm going to be looking for this long trade. And my target, you know, is going to be these single prints up here. That's for a little bit, you know, a little bit longer of a play. I know ETH doesn't like to just go on a rampage all the time. Teapot plus Bpot equals 2pot. Does that make sense, Michael? I hope I'm explaining it well. And so as we see this come back down into this structure down here, this is where you're going to want to see, you know, you have the point of control. You're going to want to see if buyers are going to defend. If not, we're going to have to start looking below, figuring out where our levels are below. Did we draw levels on here? Nope. Would it be smart to use an index for a good idea of delta, since that's not accurate from any one exchange? You could try it, but it's kind of a lot of work. Really, you're just looking at order flow. You don't really need any of this shit. You know what I mean? Like you don't even need this. You're just looking at how, especially it's easier with ETH because, you know, the price is not as big. So just look at how it acts at certain spots. So draw some boxes on your chart, right? If you're using XO, you know, you have to use a pen or something. But draw a box on your chart, and when price gets here, if you see price get to here and then all of a sudden it bounces back up, well, then you know that they're supporting this, right? And this is kind of like that welding mask. And what they're doing is they're welding in that low. Right, they're welding in this lower market structure here to push price up, right? And then we just have the fuel up here, run these G stops, run these B stops, and then break this market structure up here. And that's, you know, that's at least how, like, my interpretation of it, how I'm looking at it. But I mean, you don't even need this. Right, it's not necessary. You have it, the data right here, so you know where the volume profile, right, is not lining up. This is where the most volume has been traded, and this is the time profile. So you know that they're not lining up. So what's happening is you're getting a big position built right here, but price isn't spending a lot of time right here. So that means that's responsive buying off of this, off of the VPOC, right? If this is where all the volume is at, but not much time has been sent there, another great little NFT. And this is not where the most time has been spent here, which is what this profile is of, time, right? This is our time profile, our TPO, time price opportunity. But this is where our VPOC is at. So there's a responsive buyer just sitting here getting filled every time and just coming up. So it just depends if there is supply in the market. If there's actual selling in the market, we'll break this F low. If there's an actual like big seller in the market, we'll break this F low, which is, you know, pretty much the bottom of this structure. And then, you know, you'll see the lows maybe get tested, right? But if there's no supply in the market, excuse me, if there's no supply in the market, then we're not going to break this low, right? And that's just kind of, you know, that's just how you're looking at it, right? But there's not really a lot of stops lined up down here either. Oops. You you know. So I still am liking this upside, but and that main reason is because even if we don't get, so if someone's buying big right here, let's say, I don't know why this fucking thing does that, it's so stupid. And even if he doesn't get a lot of support, like he didn't get, you know, a ton of support to keep breaking out on the G high, right? But even if he doesn't get a ton of support, he breaks out this G high. These people that are selling here, and sold here, and they're going to defend this position here, these single prints, they're going to turn into buyers. They're going to have to buy it back. This is going to be their line in the sand where they're going to have to buy it back. So even if we don't get a ton of order flow, we can still catch a nice little move, you know, maybe up to this V high, this 2182, I would say 2180 level, right? A little bit short of V high. If you go from 72 to 82, that would probably be a pretty decent move. But, you know, the ultimate target's going to be this 92. But because of these people turning into buyers, the only difference is this is not showing any aggression. So it's not aggressive buying. This is passive buying because they're buying back their position from the loss that they just took. See, look, they came back down for Bitcoin. You see that position getting built there, right? And so what's happening here is these people that sold here and people that are selling here, people that sold here, once we get back up to this level, or above it, we should see some more buying come in and try to run it. But if sellers keep coming in like they are, they're going to hold it down. What will be nice is we could be able to catch this ETH trade, because ETH is lagging today. If we see Bitcoin pop, you can just flip to your ETH chart real quick and look for the entry. CeeLo? Oh yeah, I remember CeeLo. I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. It's 8:45. We've got the boot camp coming up here this afternoon. ES is on a little run up. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it is. It's on time framing too. Bunch of short covering. Look how thin the volume is. Look at this huge position here, though. Oh yeah, Luis, my last day in the army officially is going to be July 21st. Supposed to be, at least. Look how thin this volume is, Eric. This is just short covering. People that shorted all night. But I still wouldn't short here. I'd wait till we get below this E low, get back into this volume, and then trade back down into the structure. Unless we fail this X high, because it looks like we failed. It kind of looks like we failed that Y high. I'd like to see us kind of fail this, but it looks like we're gonna push up. But it's really just short covering, and you can tell that it's short covering because there's no buying up here. So it's just passive selling, getting out of their position, buying it back, and there's nobody else trying to sell until, you know, up here. You've got a big position sitting at the 15 mark. Active duty, bro. Active duty. Yeah. Yeah, I got my my paper. I don't know if I have it right here. That's not it. No, I got my my retirement paper that says like SARM first class haven, you know, last day the 21st. No, I'm not on terminal leave. I'm not even on leave at all. I just haven't gone to work in like a year. Ever since, or actually almost 2 years now, because once COVID started, we basically just started working from home, and then I just stopped going. You know, they don't need me there. I'm getting out anyways, so they'll survive. James just texted me, I hate myself. You know, so I'm a medic in the Army, and then I got on recruiting duties. That's why I'm in California. And then once the COVID started, I was 68 whiskey. Yeah. Once the COVID started, yeah, I think you might have just woke up. Did the green and the red bars represent the orders on the book? Are you talking about my ES chart? Yeah, those are on the book. Yeah, I was a 68 whiskey. Good work if you can get it. Yeah, I was a top recruiter in Northern California for 3 years in a row. So I just was just like, you know, you guys have got 3 years out of me. I'm getting out. So no, thank you. And then they tried to PCS me back to yeah, it's those are the resting orders. Yeah. They tried to PCS me back to Washington, and I only had like 9 months left. All right, Bearish Bull, we'll see you. I only had like 9 months left, so they were gonna PCS me there, and then just, you know, I'd be there basically just to clear, and then have to move back here after. You know what I mean? So dumb. But yeah, I already did all my VA stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get 100%. Yeah, I broke my back in 2016, so and then I have like impingement. I mean, just, you know, issues. I got issues, you got them too, right? So yeah, I already did all my VA stuff and all that. But yeah, thank you for sure. Good looking out. I'm trying to help James with his paperwork so he can get a bigger percentage. I know Luis, you got the 100% as well. Oof. Oh, maybe James didn't not wake up. He didn't go to bed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head out, guys. You know, appreciate everyone hanging around, and we will be back on for the boot camp here pretty soon. See, Eric, that's why I didn't like that. So I didn't like that short up there. See how it didn't fail that? Alright, guys, I get distracted, bro. The chart's like, you know, it just talks to me. It's like it has its own voice. See, it's just short covering, just thin volume. You had some buyers come in right here. They had a little battle, couldn't break it, and it broke up, and now it's just short covering. I'm gonna do a night stream tonight, probably. Might be a little bit later, but I plan on doing a little night stream tonight. My wife works tonight. You know, and you know, that's why I was telling you guys, like, I plan to do night streams on the nights that my wife is working, because then, you know, I know we've got people all over the world, so try to, you know, share the information as much as possible. You know, and I appreciate a lot of you guys, you know, especially the Aussies. They're up, and it's like fucking right now. It's you know, it's 1 in the morning for them, right? And then if you're in Asia, it's fairly past midnight. So the chart whisperer. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I appreciate all the love. You know, thank you for all the donations, Michael, Progressive, Andy's. Thank you for the follows. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the boot camp. You guys have a good rest of your day. And if you're not in the boot camp, I'll see you on tonight's stream. Make sure you are managing your risk and sticking to your trade plan. Have a good night. Oh yeah, Luis.